Different kinds of collisions produce different results. Sometimes the objects stick together. Sometimes the objects bounce apart. What is the difference between these types of collision? Is the energy conserved as well as momentum? All of this we are now in the experiment of conservation of momentum. The purpose or objective of this experiment is to study momentum and energy conservation in elastic and elastic collisions, and also to investigate the conservation of momentum and kinetic energy of a system in collisions and explosions. The equipment of this experiment is mag pumpers and elastic pumpers, Science Workshop 750 interface, rotary motion sensor, and dynamic system setup. When there is a collision, there's two types of collision: an elastic collision and inelastic collision. An elastic collision can be defined as the state where there is not net loss in kinetic energy in the system as a result of the collision. An inelastic collision can be defined as the type of the collision where this is the loss of kinetic energy. Momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. The total system kinetic energy before the collision equals the total system kinetic energy after the collisions, in which the collision between the truck and the car, total system momentum is conserved. Elastic collision. Use the same masses, cars with the magnetic towards each other, so the cars will bounce off each other and the collision will be almost elastic. Before collision with the car 2 at rest and car 1 has velocity toward car 2, click the start, perform the collision, and click on stop. Using the velocity versus time graph on the computer, find the velocity of car 1 just before and after the collision. If you click and drag on dot of highlighted it, that data point will be highlighted in the table. This is easier than trying to read the velocity of the graph. Also, it might be helpful to expand the graph to see just that area you are interested in. What are the initial and final velocity of cart? 2. Measure the mass of each cart. Don't forget which cart is which. Calculate the total momentum of the two carts steam before and after the collision. Compare these two by calculating the present difference. Using the velocity and time graph on the computer, find the velocity of cart 1 just before and after collision. If you click and drag on dot highlighted it, that data point will be highlighted in the table. This is easier than trying to read the velocity of the graph. Also, it might be helpful to expand the graph to see just that area you are interested in. What are the initial and final velocity of cart 2? Measure the mass of each cart. Don't forget which cart is which. Calculate the total momentum of the two cart system before and after the collision. Compare these two by calculating the percent difference. Elastic collecting data table for equal masses, mass 1 equal mass 2 equal 0.266 kilogram, and then find this blank for the car 2, total momentum and total kinetic energy. Elastic, this data collecting table of unequal masses, mass 1 equal 0.515 kilogram, mass 2 0.266 kilogram, and this is the table. From this table, find the momentum of car 2, the kinetic energy of car 2, and also the total of momentum and the total of kinetic energy.